I know in my previous video I have spoken a lot negative about Ielts. Some people said that it's not a good way to promote other exams, but I was just sharing my experience. And I thought that my experience might be helpful for other people. And if you guys don't know what kind of experience I'm talking about, please do watch my previous video. Hi, my name is Chai, and in this video I'm going to give you some unusual tips on Ielts speaking. Completely based on my experience. Recently, I had a deep, long and intense thought about what I liked about Ielts. Surprisingly, I really liked a few things about Ielts. Actually, it's just one thing, and it's Ielts speaking. I really had a gradual improvement on my speaking part. I gave Ielts a total of 3 times. In my first Ielts exam, my speaking scores were 5.5, and then it went up to 7, and then jumped to 8. And I guess that's quite an improvement. You must be thinking, why did I put extra effort on the speaking module? Because it was essential. Any language respective to the country you're settling in, you're supposed to learn the language. It's up to you, but it will make your lives a lot easier. So whatever I spoke just now was from a learning perspective. But who wants to learn? Everybody wants to score. So let's get down to business. I faced a few problems during my first speaking exam, and I found the solutions to those problems later, and I thought these solutions are worth sharing. In my first Ielts exam, I spent most of the time thinking about the topic rather than speaking about it, because I wasn't very confident about the knowledge that I had regarding the topic. But I later came to know that when you are asked a question, don't say you don't know the answer. Just smile and start speaking. Whatever comes to your mind regarding the topic, of course. And remember, there are no one-word question answers in Ielts. Everything that they ask you should be answered in a paragraph. They will tell you when to stop, and that is the only time when you stop speaking. In the speaking exam, they're basically giving you marks for your speaking and not your knowledge on the particular topic. So as long as your English grammar is correct, you are safe. Unless you do really silly mistakes. For example, if they ask you to speak about the purpose of a submarine and you talk about an aeroplane, now that would be a silly mistake. You might lose marks on that. Let me give you an example here. They asked me, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years in your career? To be honest, I did not have any answer for that because I never planned that far. But in my mind, I see myself sleeping on money in the next 5 years. That is exactly what I think about when someone asks me my future plans. Since I cannot say what I was thinking, I said something else instead. As I was a recent graduate at that time, I told them, firstly, I am interested in getting my master's degree. Then, I'll apply for a job in a company in my current field, which is accounting. I will work hard and gain more experience. While working there, if I feel I need more experience and learning, probably I will move to better companies. As I am in the field of accounting, for smooth progression and growth in this field, I will probably do CPA. And maybe in the future, if there is a chance to move to finance, I will definitely not miss it. And I said a lot more bullshit until the examiner told me to stop speaking because my time was up. What I'm trying to tell you is that whatever I said to the examiner was a lie. That was never my plan. It doesn't matter what it is. The examiner doesn't know, and also they do not really care about it. It all comes down to how well you are able to explain the topic. Statement, question, story, or the beautifully crafted lie. So basically, all they want from us is the fluency to speak English. Maintaining eye contact is essential. That has marks. I don't know why, but it does has marks. So basically, in the exam, you need to look directly into the eyes of the examiner, because she is not going to look anywhere else. She is going to look right at you. This is because when you are having a conversation with someone, you're supposed to look the person in the eye. Otherwise, he's not gonna know who you're talking to. Many people I know speaks great English, but they do not maintain eye contact while speaking. That is why they lose marks. It might be due to nervousness or something, but we have to fix that. Unless you want to lose marks. I used to do the same before, but not anymore. So when you are speaking in the exam, look the person in the eye. And if you have difficulty doing that, look in between the person's eyes or even the person's forehead. Or you can even look at the person's nose, but don't look too down to the nose, or else it will obviously look like you're looking at his or her nose. And don't look at the person's lips. That would be awkward, and we don't want to be awkward, especially during the exam. There are many sources from where you can learn English, and one of them is I used to watch a lot of Hollywood movies just to learn English. Movies are a good way to learn English, but it's not the preferred way to practice for an exam. The type of language that they use in movies are not very exam friendly. Movies usually use a lot of slangs. They use words like which you're obviously not allowed to use in the exam. So to practice for the exam, don't watch movies. Instead, your learning source should be from speeches, lectures. TED Talks are also helpful. You can watch the news as well. Because the English used in these sources are proper and hopefully they do not contain absurd language. Learning a language from books only gives you half the knowledge of the language. To actually speak it completely, you need to speak to other people. You gotta talk. You gotta speak to more people. In English, of course. Speaking to a person will always give you the right experience and practical knowledge. But there are lots of resources online that can help you out. All you have to do is just search the net. If this video helps you out in some way or makes you laugh a little bit, or even see the speaking exam in a different perspective, which is basically the main purpose of the video, please press the like button and don't hesitate to share. And finally, thanks for watching this video, good luck, take care, and bye!